play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Delayed handoff. It's Owens. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's complete to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the second quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you guys.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Reed finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You
snagged it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeps it. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Under fire. He's got it down the field. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's brought down at the 6th, and the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. makes the grab. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Levin. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Durham. Got enough for the first. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Reed finds the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking deep. Got it down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Good, right down the boulevard. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 13 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got it. Snags it and he's open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
Caught at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to get away. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Play fake, Reed. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give on the option. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So Them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. With the draw, it's Owens. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Keeps looking downfield, trying to get rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throwing Reed. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To throw, it's Reed. Now he's going to break the pocket. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Levitt. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Training staff will take a look and we'll step aside. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. And the Aggies want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
This is such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to...
They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Owens. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
A&M comes back out with another first down. On the delay, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Quarterback will keep it. Great job by this defense rising up, forcing a 4th down, and remember, a field goal does tie the game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. He'll pull it down. just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Makes a catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. To the air. It's Levitt. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Reed. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Upstairs, he's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? These fans raising the volume on second and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
LSU will get a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shit.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He wants a big play here late. Makes a deep grab. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top. Lining up to add another. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Only 1 second remaining in this one as they use a timeout, and we'll have one more snap. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Reed. Here comes the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win.